what's the trick with that stuff? You know, it needs to be kind of like, yeah, it needs to be like Sonic, but not Sonic. You know what I mean? Like, it can't be like, yeah. It can be off-brand Sonic.
Or, you know, like one of the Sega consoles just being in the background. I know that for hey,
parody of the Sega.
Yeah. Hey, let's keep this between doors. I think we're okay.
Well, it's like, it's like, this is not a pipe. That is a drawing of a caricature of an interpretation of something you think you recognize.
Climbing up the ladder of steps. I see.
Yes, you're good. I love your glasses, by the way.
Thank you. I'm actually dressed up as one of the Sonic characters.
Oh.
Yeah, from the comics.
Oh, I which one?
Yeah, there you go. People know. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Hello. My question is, when will we get to see Spirit's adventures outside of Amphibia?
Oh my God, what a great question and an excellent segue.
Setting us up beautifully here.
That's like after the Q&A. So
very shortly is the answer.
We'll get into it in just a moment.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Is the Gideon plush in the season 3 theme song mean that Gravity Falls is canon?
I gotta ask this at like another thing, and canon is such a tricky word, you know what I mean? Like, there's a Gideon doll, which could mean, yes, it's the doll from like the Gideon character produced, or it could be that it was a doll that was purchased because Gravity Falls was a TV show in Anne's world. You know what I mean? So
maybe Frog Zeus fit it.
We can't talk about Fight Club. Me, Alex, and Dana were really close friends, and we loved putting little hints and kind of tributes to each other's shows. I could never say whether they're like connected like officially by canon, but hopefully one day we'll get to see a real canon crossover with these shows. Right? That'd be just so cool. Yeah.
My question is, in season 3, when you created the character Darcy, how did the voice actor handle you felt to sound more evil?
I think pretty much just what you did. I think she messed up her posture, she put her hands together, and she just started going for it. Good question. I think we really, I'm trying to think about her affectation and her performance as Darcy. And I think it was easy to do because Marcy was so sweet. You know what I mean? Like, Haley Chu was already providing kind of a sugary, sweet version of herself. I think she just had to reach into like the other side, you know what I mean? And just get a little bit coarse and like rough with the reads, you know what I mean? And I think she just did a really great job. But you guys boarded a lot of Darcy. What about like when you were working with the character?
I loved it because I love a good villain, and I think the core, like Darcy especially, was just so beyond kind of the eldritch, older than old.
Yeah.
Andreas, who is like hundreds of years old.
Yeah. Durgle.
Yeah. He's 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
That's hundreds.
Oh, that's true.
I think it's a lot of like steepling your fingers and a lot of doing this, and something that my board partner for season 3 as well, or most of season 3 did as well, Ferocia, would literally use a voice modulator.
Oh yeah.
Because that was another thing that pros and cons of working from home and pitching from home. I think we all kind of were missing this sort of like pizzazz, storyboard pitch, and the feedback you get from that. And so one of the episodes we did with Darcy, like beforehand, she was like talking about using the voice modulator during the pitch, and I was like, yeah, that's great. Like I'll hand it off because it was my section of the board. But I was like, I'm gonna have you read the lines for Darcy. And I remember even just the Ferocia doing a voice modulator, everyone loved their line. So I think just really reveling in having such a nice villain character with like, we don't get the core's backstory. I'm sure it's there, but I love a good they're evil, they're here, and just really good at it.
There's some camp there.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of camp there. I really do think that all like board artists and animators are like theater kids who are too shy. Yeah, or can't sing. Because like the second anyone has to board that kind of character, longer. Like, do you remember like, like in Frozen when like Elsa says like the cold never bothered me anyway, and like does like a little like flirt.
Did a whole song about it, I think.
But like the acting, I remember.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
This person is such a Broadway nerd.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah,
that's-
absolutely, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I just had a quick question, I guess. So the name used to be Amphibiland, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever miss that? Is there
No.
part of
That's an answer.
Did you see like all the logos? It's
Yeah.
just too many letters.
It's rough. I'll say that. Yeah.
It's rough. Ouch. But yeah. It's so funny because I remember doing all of those like logos, and like my supervisor in development was kind of like, keep going.
Add some more.
Keep working on it. But yeah. Yeah, vision. Actually, you know, it's so funny. One of my friends helped me come up with that title. It was like an internet buddy of mine who I met like on a Sonic the Hedgehog forum. So a well goes deeper and deeper and deeper. But I do remember when we were told you can't do Amphibiland, we had like a meeting. Do you remember that, Drew? And we put like 90 names on the board, and they were awful. One of them was like, Kim Roberson was our supervising producer. Love her. She was like, "What about Across the Pond?" And we were like, "Huh?" She's like, "Yeah, it's great." Show Across the Pond.
That's also very misleading. I feel like you're like, well, where's the fruit? It's like, where's the queen?
But it was like the kind of meeting where she was like, "Just put it on the board." I was like,
Sure.
"Okay."
I put it all up there.
As if
Doing it very small at the bottom.
Yeah, as if the vote would somehow like go in that.
We overruled that. Where we take over.
Great question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey. Hey, this is guys all with you. How did Anne turn to super blue goddess Saiyan?
How, like, can you be more specific? You mean like how did we
Like
get there, or?
like a battle, turn like the superpowers.
Yeah. Oh, like in the context of the show, or are you asking creatively, or?
Yeah, both.
Yeah, I mean, so when you at Disney, or maybe all of like kids TV, honestly, I'm from the era of television production where like, you know, you were sort of burying your anime love and your sort of like the things you really wanted to make. You would kind of resign, like, I'm not going to make that. I'm going to work on SpongeBob. You know what I mean? It's like that's sort of what's getting made. And I love SpongeBob, so please don't take that as something slight. Yeah. It's great. But anyway, I come from this kind of school where like you had to kind of Trojan the stuff you were really excited about, and then hopefully by season 3, you would get there. You know what I mean? So very much this. I remember I had like an old notebook, like really old, from like early development days, where I wrote something crazy like season 1, like we're in the swamp. Season 2, they explore the world. Season 3, like Anne flies around with superpowers. And I was like, please. And then from a design point of view, you know, obviously I'm such a Dragon Ball fan, and like I was obsessed with that. But we really liked the way her branch and leaves in her hair became part of the design, and it almost made her look like a dryad.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like a spirit of nature, sort of. You know what I mean? Like in this.
As ancient as yours.
As ancient as yes. But she's like getting revenge, you know, on this technology, on these AI obsessed.
Yeah, man, go on.
Does that? Good. Shrug. All right.
Thank you so much.